Well,
No, I just saw what you put. It just popped up on there. That was adorable. Thank you for that.
I didn't think of anything more clever.
I like it. No, better than what some people.
You still there? Oh, your mic is muted. Crud. We are live. Hello, people in the chat. People in the chat. Mm,
Oh, Jesus, there it went again. Yay! Finally. Sorry. Okay.
So, hello everyone in the chat. This is Carissa, someone you've seen in, but surprisingly enough, not streamed. So we're taking her cherry.
I'm honored to say the least. Thank you.
Yep. To take, so I'm calling it a win.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm honored. Thank you so much. So just be gentle on me, okay? Don't be too hard on me. Hey, girl.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing. The same shit.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I let her stay up until she was too tired, and then she's like, "Is it bedtime?"
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
And Allie gets back.
Hey.
How
So
old
what
is
we
she?
talking about?
Oh, nothing. We were just talking about that, taking my cherry. It's my first
Ah,
time. Yeah.
Computer's doing weird things.
I'm so glad Balkan got to do it. He's so sweet and
Yay!
gentle.
That's
Okay, I
sweet.
hear you.
You could hear me? Yes.
I can hear
We're
you.
good, and we have a. This is Carissa Chagrin.
Hmm? Uh-oh.
Ah,
Dun
Shaggy.
dun dun.
Ah, yes.
Aha. Oh,
Oh, we.
Ah. Well, now shit just got interesting.
shit just got real.
Oh, yay.
Hello, Carissa.
This should be fun.
You're looking mighty fine
Yep.
tonight, I must say.
Oh,
She's always looking mighty fine.
I hope you want.
oh honey.
That's true.
William, I'm
Okay.
here now. You can not worry.
You can rest easy.
The
Your god empress is
stream
here.
is still the for fun one.
Oh,
Sorry, Vulcan.
What?
Sorry, you cut out.
I did.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that the Sunday stream still will happen. It's just that I decided to do this tonight for reasons I'm not entirely sure of.
So
Because
did I just
Carissa,
ruin everything?
no, you made everything
No.
better.
All
It's just
right.
that I
Great.
don't
It's kind
usually
of a
do
shit
it
day
on
anyway.
Sundays.
Huh?
Okay, I have no idea what's going on with my computer right now.
See,
Do you
it's like I
ever?
said, I fuck everything up. I'm telling you, any kind of electronics that I am near, I kill them. So that's probably the reason why.
She's like Black Thumb.
She has an electric personality.
I guess you could say that.
Okay, yes.
What is there
No.
that's interesting? do with any stupid drama going on.
Oh.
Drums. Well, Tevin deleted his face for his Twitter.
He's got
We
I'm
went.
just saying that's twice that I've been involved with drama, and it's caused somebody to freak out to the point where they've had to delete their social media. So
Wait, what? Who was this guy?
do not fuck with me.
No.
He's an asshole. He'll be
Honestly-
back. I mean, like, everyone will be like, he'll be back.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I'm not worried about that. He'll be back and he'll be like, I'm back and I'm stronger than ever. And everyone will be like, who are you?
So he must be kind of sensitive, huh, honey?
Yeah, he's extremely sensitive.
Oh, poor baby.
No, don't feel bad for him. He's a creep. Guy is such an asshole. Normally I'd be like, all right, but no, he's just creepy and gross.
Well, I encountered a few of those today, so I kind of, on somewhat of a level, I kind of know what you mean. So unfortunately, I have to deal with that shit almost every single day.
Yeah, waitress. Oh,
I know, it's so great. We just had to kick out a customer for offering me $1,000 to sleep with him once.
Oh.
Yes.
That's way too little.
You know, that's what I said at first, and then I was like, gross. The dude's like 75. So I'm not going to sit here and suck a dick for a guy that needs a stool for his balls. I'm out.
Those guys are the worst, and they're always the first ones on the leg press as soon as the gym opens. And you're like, what? And you're just looking and their fucking balls are sitting next to them on the bench, and you're like, and they never wipe the seat.
Yeah, well,
it's like,
fine. They should carry around their towel, their little stool, and I don't know, maybe like a nut, like bra or something. Don't they have bras?
They should carry a nut sack.
Awesome
well,
idea.
I don't know, like a Crown Royal bag or something, just to kind of temporarily hold them in place. Might help.
Tiny little nut sack.
Yeah, that would be nice. It's probably be a lot easier to look at it like that. So. Gross.
I'm like, why aren't you wearing underwear that is like tidy whities or something? Like, you served in World War II. I know that you know what standard underwear look like, and
sure.
Those need to be tucked up. Like, what's...
Well, honey, don't you know their penis is bigger than everybody else's, so they have to wear those ones. So I don't know. They just need room.
Their balls are just lacking collagen, and they just sit there in their little tiny puddle of ball sweat on the bench, and then they get up and walk away. They always have a towel that they throw over their shoulder, but they never wipe it up. And you're like, I can see your puddle of ball sweat over there.
So what's the towel for? Yeah.
Looking like they're doing something. The guy just leg pressed like 10 pounds, and he's like, oh, that was quite a workout. And I'm like, ugh. Not only are you old and weak, but now I have to look at that puddle of ball sweat and decide if it's like, if I really have to use this machine today.
Well, now, do you want me to send you a cute little bottle of Lysol?
That comes out so often that she has to.
Oh, you ruined that one, Vulcan. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Oh, you can hear me?
The most inappropriate times.
Oh.
Just the best.
Oh, you are. It's not your fault. Your equipment is shonky.
Mine's worse.
You're doing okay so far.
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
You're doing better than I am, apparently.
I'm sorry, honey. I'll take fault for that. So please forgive me.
It really wouldn't be a Vulcan stream if he didn't have some kind of tech issue and then come back stronger than ever. He's like the Terminator.
Oh, what, like the 1984 Terminator?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because that's my favorite one. I'll take it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, apparently
Buttercup is afraid of Shaggy.
Yes.
Who Shaggy
Yeah.
bear.
Oh, you popped in on a coop. Good, because Buttercup needs a dose of reality. That bitch is so annoying. Like, for the longest time, I was
She
like,
was
I'm not gonna talk about her because she like fucking freaked out, and like everybody's like, oh, you're a big bitch, and I'm like, you know what? Ugh. But here's the thing: she told me to choke on some dicks, and then I was a bitch back, and she couldn't handle it. And then a bunch of other people were like, yeah, I have a problem with her too because she's an idiot and she's annoying. And then she like deleted her social media. She's like, I'm leaving, like packed up her toys and left. And then everyone's like, oh, I feel bad. And they're like, you're such a bad person. And I'm like, y'all didn't like her anyways.
Oh.
You're just virtue signaling now because you feel bad. You know. And then it's back to the same old. She like gets on somebody's thread and she's like, you're annoying. And she's like, I need attention. I need attention. Give me attention. And everyone's like, gosh, Buttercup is so annoying. And I'm like, that's all I was saying. And you guys are like making me out to be this big bad asshole. I didn't even do anything yet.
Yes.
Do you stick to your word?
Do I stick to my word?
Yeah, you stick to your word. You're going to say what you're going to say, and you're going to mean what you say.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's nothing wrong with that.
It does on a constant basis.
Yeah, it's really hard to shut me up.
And that's why I love you.
Some people love it, some people hate it, you know. And the ones that hate it can fuck off, and that's just basically exactly how I feel.
And I'm okay with that.
That's what we love about you, Allie.
I mean, there are things that these people do that I hate, and so I just ignore them and move on. Like, you're annoying. Ignore.
Yeah. Well, unless you have to see these people every day and like serve them stuff, and then you have to fake smile at them, and then you get really bad at the fake smile. Jeez, it sucks. So you have to practice.
Work is the worst.
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't know. I act like a bigger asshole. So my go-to is to act like a dumb person. So anytime they ask me something, or like especially when I was working in retail, and it's like December, and they're like, "Do you have any leftover swim trunks?" And I'm like, "Oh gosh, we switch over our clothing to like winter stuff, I think, because it's winter. I mean, I know it's Florida, so it's like kind of hot, but like I'm pretty sure we have like just winter stuff now. So let me just go ahead and go in the back and check." And then I would leave, go in the back room, and I'd be like, some fucking dumbass wants some swim trunks in December, and they'd be like, all the people in the back room would laugh, and they'd be like, we don't have any of those. I'm like, yeah, I fucking know. I'm just back here for like 5 minutes. Like,
I did the same fucking thing. Same fucking thing when I worked at Express.
I looked through all the back stock, and I couldn't find any swim trunks for you. It might have something to do with the fact that it's fucking Christmas.
Aw.
Yeah.
Aw. So I take. You don't have any like Christmassy, like cute little swim trunks with
Santa swim trunks.
Santa stuff. Yeah, little pom poms all over the place and glitter, maybe.
Just on a side note, I approve of your usage of the word trunk.
Oh.
Or trunks.
Oh, thank you. That's what we call them.
Oh, nice.
Well, it's either that or shorts or whatever. I mean, that's.
Oh yeah, and that's what we call.
Isn't that what I said?
That's what she said.
I'm saying both of you. I approve of this.
Oh, I was like, wait, what? I'm pretty sure I said swim trunks. I might not have, because there are other names for them. But
yes.
Is there? I have no idea if there is. I have no clue.
Oh,
yeah, man.
Also call them togs. Just saying.
Wait, what? Oh, okay. Well, so can I steal that from you and use it from now on?
Oh, please do.
Okay.
Yay! You're teaching everyone straying now.
That's awesome.
He's spreading the language you don't like, Ellie.
No, I like Australian's okay. I don't like Norwegian.
Ah, why not?
Ugh.
She thinks it's
Ugh.
gross.
It's a gross language.
It's
Good
gross.
language.
Please,
She's weird.
please
She's weird.
drip honey into her ear now and woo her with your Norwegian. Blech.
Okay.
I have no idea where this
Carissa.
stream is going to.
Hur vacker du är ikväll. Jag har gärna lust att se lite mer av det. Kanske naken. Men det kan vi göra efterpå. Kom igen. Du vet att du vill. Yes, indeed.
I have no idea what you said, honey, but
Okay.
that sounds great.
Good.
That's
That's
wonderful.
Good. That's good. I'm glad that you don't know what I'm talking about.
Word.
Okay,
There's
good. That's
only-
fine.
There's only one. There's only one important word in Norwegian. Everything else is just shit.
And you just missed it too, like not too long ago.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it was a few minutes ago, and I would have seen it.
She's
He'll be
missed her
back
boat.
shortly,
That's the problem.
or it will
Ellie has missed
go
the
off
boat.
air, and then he'll go back on air.
Well, that
Oh,
sucks.
Yeah,
just while
he probably had to restart, or I don't know if he F5 or if he had to restart his whole system. Yeah.
it's a common problem with our vocal.
Yeah.
Well, I do have to say thank you for entertaining me for the evening. You saved me from wrapping every single Christmas present in my apartment. So this is a lot more fun.
I hope so.
Adult conversations tend to be.
It's really hard sitting there for like a month and you have this new PlayStation and you can't do shit with it. I mean, I have everything cleared out, everything dusted off, everything ready to go. And it just sits there taunting me every day because I can't do shit with it.
Oh.
It's okay. What, 9 days? I don't know. I can do something with it. I hate having to wait because I'm the worst.
I don't buy gifts for people until like the day of, although I've had a gift for my grandmother for a really long time because it's fucking perfect.
See? You're getting started with it.
It's not a sweet present.
Oh. Wow. I stand corrected, honey.
Not the book?
It's a cookbook about chicken. There's a bunch of chicken recipes. And the book is called 50 Shades of Chicken.
What the fuck, really?
Yeah, and it has little tiny snippets of erotica, like with each recipe.
So you get your nutrition and porn at the same time.
Yes.
That is wonderful.
It's all about this. It's all about this guy Blades tying up a chicken. The whole book, like the things that he does to it, and the chicken's like,
kind
"Stuff
of
me." Yeah.
Oh God.
I've read some of it live.
Yes, it was
on
wonderful.
streams. And it's hysterical. At one point, the brother tries to go into the kitchen and he tries to take the chicken out, and Mr. Blades gets really upset.
Oh.
He's like, "Not the chicken! You can have the ham."
So is the chicken raw or is he cooked?
I think it starts out raw.
Oh.
And then like as you go through, he cooks the chicken a bunch of times. So like, I think the one where his brother's going after the ham, and he's doing virgin olive oil all over.
Extra virgin?
And he's drizzling it all over the chicken, and then the brother puts tater tots in the microwave, and he like pulls them out, and he's like, "What are those?" And the brother's like, "Taters, baby," and then that's how that chapter ends.
So where can I find this book, please?
I found it on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
I found it on Amazon. It's fucking hysterical.
Okay, I have to have this. I have to have
She's like obsessed with cooking chicken, and when I found it, I was like, yes, she's gonna be really confused, but it'll be worth it.
Oh, that's cute. I have to have this.
You must.
Thank you, honey.
Just for the novelty of it, it's so funny.
And the pictures. Oh
yeah, the pictures are crazy. He's like in an apron and shirtless and tying up this chicken.
Oh my.
It's really quite an erotic cookbook.
So I should keep this away from my niece, basically, is what you're saying. So.
Keep it in
I mean, I guess if you want to get like teenagers to start cooking, then that's probably the best way to go.
Honey, like, I would love for my son to start cooking. I think that'd be wonderful. I think that'd be great, and there's certain things he can do, but when it comes down to it, I don't want him reading porn and cooking at the same time and then have to have that talk with him. That is what you do when you're by yourself, baby. Not when you have raw chicken in your hands.
Yeah.
And I love my son very much, and I don't want to, have to have that talk with him.
There's so many girls who just like don't want to cook these days. It bums me out. So I feel like if you could get somebody interested in cooking by sending them porn, like if a girl's like, oh, I'm not going to cook, I'm a feminist, and you're like, yeah, you know what cooking is? And just slip them 50 Shades of Chicken. Next thing you know, you got like Betty Crocker over there. You're like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just baking a cake. A chocolate cake.
So do you think we should start something like this? I mean, I think that would be a really good idea to start some sort of food porn channel, as you know.
Oh yes.
I have an apron.
Okay.
Oh, she does. It's a very nice one.
Oh, is it? Okay,
cute,
great.
Right?
Great.
Yeah, I like my little apron. It's got red checkers on it. Yeah, it does not.
I don't have one, so I'll just have to improvise, honey. So, we can't be naked if we're frying anything, because down here we fry everything.
That's asking for trouble.
Yeah.
The grease is a problem.
It is. But again, if you've lived in the South and you cook and you grew up in the kitchens basically cooking, you know how to dodge things. But you get casualties every now and then. As a matter of fact, I have 2 or 3 nice scars on my right arm from roux splatters from making gumbo, which that's no big deal. I covet those.
Gumbo.
Yes.
Gumbo. I would like to try this gumbo of which you speak.
You've never had it?
No, I'm Australian.
Holy shit. Oh, well, yeah, but still, somebody's got some kind of form of it. I don't know why that surprised me. But no, it's the best thing in the fucking world. It's the best thing in the world. It's delicious. And the darker the roux is, the better your gumbo tastes. So you have to cook it low and slow in a sense, but you have to be gentle with it, honey.
Oh. See, you'd be amazing at a cooking show.
Oh.
You've got a way of presenting things.
With
that accent.
Oh, I don't hear it hardly, I guess. Well, I guess y'all do.
He's a sucker for a Southern accent, too.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I can teach you, Alan. I can teach you. It's not that hard.
You need to beat some of the Jersey out of her.
No.
Yeah. Here's the thing. He likes to tell people he's from Australia, but he's really from New Zealand. He's from Auckland.
Oh.
And so he's like, oh, they're both AUs, so no one's gonna know. So I'll just tell everybody I'm from Australia, but I'm really from Auckland.
Oh.
Yeah. That's it. Okay. And then he tries to fool everybody by telling them that he's an Aboriginal, but he's really a Maori. So.
Maori.
You're spilling all the secrets, girl. Come on. That is so cute.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've just been doxed.
That moment when your boyfriend tells you you're from Jersey and you break up with him on stream again.
Again.
Y'all are going to make me cry. Don't do this. Don't do this. Come on. It's been such a great day.
Oh.
Kissing, makeup.
Oh,
We
we'll
always
save that till
do.
after the stream.
Okay.
For
Yeah,
some
I
reason,
might.
everybody likes watching us break up.
Aw,
My audio.
cute. I don't want to see it though. I don't want to cry.
Aw,
It's mostly because no one's serious.
Aw.
we're never
Well, I
serious.
guess. Well,
You know us.
you two are just a damn adorable. I can say that
Aw.
for sure.
No. Sorry, folks.
We try.
No.
Oh,
Actually, we don't, which is a problem.
Wow, what's wrong with not trying? I mean, it seems to work for you.
Yeah, pretty much. But then everybody's like, oh, they tried. Like, what was it that we did? Oh, I posted a picture of my dinner, and I put like dinoir, and I guess that's something that he does. And I was
Yes,
Oh.
like,
it is.
damn it! Now it's a couple thing.
Oh, that's cute. Come on. I want to hear all these cute little stories that you two have because, I was dumped recently, but that's okay. I mean, you see my tears, honey? Not happening.
I wouldn't even worry
She's a
about
tough
that.
broad.
No, I'm not. So, yes.
Vaguely.
Yes. Oh.
It got better after you turned your cam off.
Yay!
I guess. Yay, you're back.
I just had an idea though.
What?
Oh, since it's Vulcan's channel, and if you ever wanted to do like a stream or anything where people were jumping on the bandwagon, then it could be the Volkswagen.
Oh, that's cute.
Damn, I'm on fire tonight.
You're obsessed with Nazi shit.
Yeah, I kind of am.
I
Let's
love it,
face it,
though.
everyone's a Nazi in this community.
I'm totally a Nazi. Just saying.
Are
He
you?
is mein Führer.
Oh, that is the cutest nickname I've heard all day. That is adorable.
And she's my Eva Brown.
Aw.
I don't want to have to find you two in a bunker, damn it. Don't.
If you find us in a bunker, the only thing we're going to be doing is lighting up a doob.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Twitter
Oh,
for now
Lord.
because every little thing seems to be dealing with this crowding.
Yes. It is everywhere. I mean, I only found out what it was all about, like, just before I joined the stream, so.
And this is way better, right?
Of course it is,
Yeah.
yes. I get to
Hated to say that.
stare into those wonderful eyes of Carissa.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Watching
Thank
on.
you. Well,
I'm going to cause another breakup.
I missed it. I was DMing another dude. Sorry. What?
That's cool. That's cool. Look, just ease up on the lewds this time. We don't want a repeat of what happened last time.
What happened last time?
When we
you know.
started talking about Cornhub comments.
Yes, the Cornhub
Oh,
comments.
I was like, what? I was like, I didn't do anything lewd last time on accident, did I?
No, you're
Drunk.
always doing something lewd.
Did?
Mm.
Talked about banging corn.
Mm.
Well,
So
I mean, I thought he meant like I accidentally slipped a nip or something.
Uh-huh.
no,
I was like, what?
just jerking your chain as usual.
She has a chain.
No.
Good grief.
Yeah, well, it's a thread that hangs down.
Mm.
With a few balls.
What did I get myself into? This is
According
so
to
much fun.
Suit Yourself, I am a trans Asian. So
What the fuck? Really?
She is. She's totally trans Asian.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. She's it.
Well, obviously, I'm transitioning. I believe I'm transitioning from a man to a woman.
Mm.
I'm not 100% sure. I made a really bad joke, and so Suit Yourself thought I was a tranny. But I think he thought I was female to male because he's like, wow, they did a really good job. And I was like, with what? And he's like, your transition. And I was like, what? Transition? Question mark. And so after that, I just became a tranny. So like he would call me tranny all the time. And then he posted a video about transracial. And I was like, this is ridiculous. They're appropriating my culture because I'm a tranny. And then I don't know, we got into like cars, and I drive a Hyundai, so that makes me a trans Asian.
Oh, how interesting! Because I also drive a Hyundai.
Hyundais are great cars.
And you're in luck, honey, because my ex-husband is also the finance director at our local Hyundai dealership. So there you go.
Okay, people
Nice.
sending topics in. So far, we've gotten butts, traps, and Joker and Batman relationship.
Batman and Joker's relationship. I mean, I think Lego Batman pretty much spelled it out. Batman sometimes feels like he can live without the Joker, but the fact is, he really can't.
Mm-mm.
But, well, that actually comes to a song that I heard today where the Joker was like saying, "You need nothing without me," to the bats.
Excuse me.
Oh,
I have
okay, that was weird.
This conversation.
Well, I don't know. Like, what do we talk about Count Dankula? I don't know what the point of that topic is.
I mean, we can just talk about him. So he's
Scottish.
He is ripping off the name of Count Dracula. But personally, I feel like he's really more or less ripping off Count Chocula. Discuss.
That's my favorite cereal, so that does depress me quite a bit.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, when I saw that, I was like, oh, I didn't even think about Count Dracula, to be honest. I immediately went to Count Chocula because the guy's a little bit rotund looking. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe I haven't seen his body. I just like saw his face, and maybe it's the way that the picture was or whatever. It's like, oh, he's got a round face. Count Chocula. And then everyone's like, what? That it's after Dracula. And I was like, I'm pretty sure it's after Count Chocula, you guys. Come on. Look at him.
Sounds better.
Look at him. He looks like a Count Chocula.
According to the grapevine, he has a 10-inch member.
Well, good for him.
Of course, the grapevine being himself.
The grapevine being himself.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess if you were going to compare him to either Count Dracula or Count Chocula, then I would definitely have to say that a 10-inch member totally fits Count Chocula because he would hide it in a cereal box.
This is where we go with our conversation.
And on the off chance that this guy is going to see this, he's gonna get really triggered and probably call me a cunt.
He's gonna laugh his ass off.
He used to be like, I'm not cereal. And I'm gonna be like, you are cereal. Sit down.
Do I need to change my favorite cereal? Because
no.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Because do y'all have any suggestions for new breakfast cereals? Something that's not depressing and rotund. Okay.
No, Fruit Loops are terrible. Ugh.
Yes, but
they're so disgusting tasting. Why would you send somebody to? Ugh. Well, I'm thinking Captain Crunch.
Almost 40,
although
so maybe
I
should get. Go ahead.
I did learn that Captain Crunch is a fraud on Twitter. Twitter told me that Captain Crunch is actually Commander Crunch, and I was very upset. Yes, he's a serial liar. Obviously.
Is he now? Oh my God, my childhood is crushed. This is
Yeah, I posted
awful.
that also.
Oh.
I was very disappointed. He's got a name, Horatio something,
Horatio Crunch.
Horatio something
I
Crunch.
mean, he looks like a Horatio.
Yeah, he does
Doesn't
look
he?
like a Horatio.
He
But
does.
like the uniform that he has is apparently it's a captain's uniform and not, or sorry, it's a commander uniform and not a captain's uniform. And I was like, oh, what? So he's been lying for all these times. So like those crunch berries, I just don't even know.
Great. Now I know all this. I'm going to cry myself to sleep tonight. I'm so upset.
It's very
Okay, so let's-
disconcerting that things like General Mills would lie to us.
I know,
They're
that's
probably not even a general either. Probably just a private.
Oh shit!
Thanks a lot, Private
They
Mills. You
probably
ruined
didn't
it.
know anything.
They don't mill anything. That's true. Cereal
Right,
companies,
wow.
for
So-
fuck's sake. Then this all came about because of Count Dankula. What an asshole. That guy.
Yeah. Is Count
I heard
an
he taught
asshole,
his.
or is-
I heard he taught his dog to be a Nazi. Who does that?
Oh,
Should choose to
back
say
down.
the
Didn't he
dog?
teach him to like salute or some shit?
Yeah. I was like, fuck, I wish I had thought of that first.
Well, I've got a python, so maybe we can try to get him to do that.
Ooh,
Ooh,
Yes.
yum.
so have I.
Well, I don't know how willing he will be to learn this trick, seeing as he has no arms, but he might get pissed off.
You have to do it with his tail.
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
We could do
I mean-
that. He's in the middle of shedding right now, so I don't think that would be a good idea to try to teach him anything. He'll get pissed off and bite me again. So let's not do this. No.
But I mean, I imagine he probably wouldn't try to hurt you because he's armless.
Well, I've been bitten before, and it kind of hurts, and you know, it hurts.
The dad jokes, they just don't work anymore.
No, they don't. I'm sorry, honey. Come at me with another one, please.
I'll have to become a dad first.
Oh, well, okay, fine. You can be my son's temporary dad for 5 minutes. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Well, that
shit.
gets me off the hook.
And it is hook.
Okay, well, you're his mom, baby girl. You're his mom.
No.
Okay. just for 5 minutes, so we can get this dad joke rolling. Now, all you need to do.
I was
Let
real
them
happy
study.
being off the hook, though.
Oh. All right. Well, I take it back. Mom privileges are taken back. He can make his own sandwiches.
Revoked. That's the easy part.
Yeah.
Ali makes the best sandwiches, though.
Aw.
Well, they're all like
she
up
even
on the
taught
tits and stuff.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Okay. Can I see this?
Pretty
When do I
glass
get to
of
see
milk.
this?
Oh, I've posted that on Twitter before.
I missed it.
Tits. Sure, I can find it again.
Okay, because I like saw some cleavage the other day. That's all I got. So
Mhm.
that's all I got.
Mhm.
More than enough places to go around.
I do. I'll donate some.
Like I said, I'll take it. I need some over here because I've already
So,
$6,000 just to get some over here. $6,000. Oh.
That's the worst.
Yeah, I'm willing to pay it.
Oh, apparently, there are people talking about me on Suit's Discord.
What?
Oh.
Mm.
You can.
Oh.
I looked up Celestial Parsnip, ejaculation into a condom. Very classy name you have there. May you always live up to it. I was like, what? That's not where I got that from. What?
Well, some people think they know you, and other people, they know you. So.
Oh, here we go.
people just seen one stream with you and they know what you're all about.
Oh,
I mean,
damn. No, it's because apparently back in 2003, I made a post on Urban Dictionary. Security deposit, ejaculation into a condom. Bob, I hope you used protection with that hoe you banged last night. Joe, yeah, I made a security deposit. And my name is attached to that because all the way back in 2003, I posted that on Urban Dictionary. And somebody mistook that for being my name. Weird. Why?
Ain't that the best thing to be reminded of?
Yeah, well, I don't remember actually posting that at all. Apparently, you can get that on a mug as well, which would be nice.
I'll take a t-shirt.
What am I buying you for Christmas?
You're buying yourself some sexy lingerie, and you're going to model it for me.
Oh.
I can do that. That's not a problem.
Awesome.
I heard something about a mug that you can put something that you said on. And I'm like, I just want to see a picture of you sarcastically drinking out of it now.
Oh, there is a dog in the chat.
There's a who?
Dog in the chat.
Uh-oh.
A dog?
Oh, no, it's only Ed.
Oh.
He's nothing. He's not worth a pinch of shit, so I'm going to steal his girlfriend. Just saying.
Wow.
I thought you were succeeded at.
Isn't that why we broke up the last time?
Yeah, probably.
If you like this Kristen chick so much, just go.
Oh, I don't like her. I'm just, just want to get her away from him.
Oh, okay.
Y'all are so loving. It makes me so warm and tingly inside. I'm so happy to see this. So
Yeah, well, that's what happens when someone takes your cherry.
Yes. And thank you again, honey. I just, like I said, I'm very thankful and honored. Thank you very much. I'm so humble, kind of.
Kind of.
No, I don't know how to be. I can just sit here. Okay. I'll just sit here and not say a word.
Oh,
maybe.
Please don't. You should say more. And maybe I might not put my foot in my mouth so much.
It's fun. It's not so bad. I do that all the time, honey, so it's okay. Don't feel bad.
Well, at least there's someone out there who understands my struggles.
I'm with you. I mean, I have like two shoulders or what, and 2 feet, so I stick both feet in my mouth most of the time, all of the time. Well, yeah, all of the time. Yeah. If they give somebody something.
Oh, you're going to see Star Wars.
Huh?
And she's being upset about it.
Oh.
Apparently, according to the intro.
Weren't you going to see Star Wars, Carissa?
I haven't seen it yet. Oh. I'm going to go see it soon.
Awesome.
I am going to avoid it.
Well, I'm sorry, honey, and I know what you said before, but I love Star Wars. I love everything about it. My sister and I both grew up on that and Star Trek, among many other amazing shows and movies and such. So I've been looking forward to this for a long, long time.
Did you watch the Clone Wars and stuff?
I'm getting through it now, and just to me, because I know that I'm starting to pick up some of the comics and the books as well, so I can start reading through all of that and, just get the different perspectives of everything else. But I do have my most prized collection. I got this for a Christmas present last year, as a matter of fact, but I have a limited edition Han Solo blaster from the first Move Out New Hope from episode 4. Only 1,500 were made. Yeah, it's nice. It sits in my dining room so everyone can see and be jealous of this. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Joke in the chat too.
Yeah, it's a dad joke, but the best part about that dad joke is it's also a rape joke.
And everybody loves those, don't they?
Oh, I think they're great.
Oh, Allie, where did Daddy catch you?
Excuse me. All right. Well, I might have to leave you guys soon because I have to be up at 4 a.m. to go to work.
Oh, well,
What?
nice for you to jump
On
on.
Sunday? Oh,
Yeah.
do you guys do like early brunch and
Oh, yes. We open up
Ugh.
at 6. So we have to get there to get everybody fed and full of food so they can go worship the Lord. And then after they're full of food, they go worship the Lord. Then they come back and have lunch and tell everybody how terrible they are.
Hallelujah, brother.
Well, honey, you can be saved. Come to my church, please. We can save you, Carissa. We can save you. Please repent your sins. Okay.
And you're like, I'd love to come to your church, except I have to work.
Yes. And this is what I would say. And most of these people are so sweet and so nice, but you get the ones in there, they ask you, well, are you gay? No. And I was like, no. Well, you can repent. Just come. And it's usually a certain type of denomination. And I don't want to badmouth anybody because most of my customers I love like dear family. I really do. It's just, you see them in the morning, they have coffee, they eat. Okay, let's go worship the Lord. So they go worship the Lord, and then they come back and eat lunch, tell you how shitty it was after worshiping the Lord, to be nice, it'd be wonderful, and then they tell you to repent your sins after calling you a bitch. It's great. It's wonderful. Was that too much? I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Nope.
You're fine. You're just fine.
Yeah, it's fun. So if y'all ever down in Bossier City, please let me know, and you can get a front row seat to this. It's fun.
How far off is that from Baton Rouge?
It's about 4 to 5 hours. So we're northwest Louisiana. I live in
You got a
Shreveport.
strange sandwich there, Allie.
Huh?
Oh, I'm looking at the
What?
video she sent you.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet. But yeah.
Did you just call it a strange sandwich?
Egg, some bacon, and some strange bread. Like, is it toasted?
Yeah, it's toasted rye bread.
Oh.
All right, I need
Okay, I'm going to your house for food now.
It's not very strange. Rye bread's pretty common.
It's good.
Sorry, I've never seen anyone do that. We don't usually have rye bread here.
Really?
Well, I'm a New York Jew, so
Just from Jersey.
kind of a staple.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
AIDS.
Yeah.
Y'all are wonderful. Thank you. So
Here's the thing. I'm gonna take him to Jersey, and I'm gonna drop him off.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna go see my family, and then I'll come back and pick him up, and we'll see how he feels.
Oh, me or Steve.
He'll walk around with
Be,
Snooky and his little guidettes and a fake tan, and I'll just drop him off right in the middle, and I'll be like, this nigga black, and then they'll be all over it.
No,
He'll come back with nightmares and syphilis.
People have asked if I'm Italian before, so I'll just fit right in. I'll just no.
People think you look Italian.
Get my get a really, really tight shirt and some chains.
Oh, honey.
no,
No.
that's offensive to us Southern Italians, honey.
No.
That's not how the Italians do it down here. You can't have a tight shirt and gold necklaces tangled up in your chest hair and shit. You can't be doing that down here either, though.
Oh, not down there. I was thinking in Jersey.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a little different kind of animal up there, I've noticed.
You look more Greek.
Well, either way,
Italian.
They're all wogs. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't think you're understanding quite the culture. It's like when you drop a bogan off in the middle of an Abo village.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about anything really meaningful this stream, if that seems.
When do we ever, Vulcan? When do we ever?
I mean,
We're doing the same streams and you're not derailing me.
I mean, we haven't even done any poetry yet.
Have you guys even seen Avos versus Bogans? Because it's like the greatest thing ever. Like obsessed with it.
Okay, before Chris, you gotta give her a poem.
It should be a show. Seeps, you do a poem.
No, well, I think we should at least give Carissa the opportunity to express herself.
Oh.
She looks like she has something on her mind.
Oh, no, honey. No, I was just listening. I don't want to interrupt too much.
She's like, these are the people I'm choosing to associate with.
And
Yes.
I love you. Yes.
I love you too.
Fun.
Even if we are scum.
Really?
Yeah.
You're my kind of scum. And I love you.
Yes.
I think she just let us take her cherry. What else could we say?
Well, unless you do want to read me some lovely poetry and tell me how great I am, because I do have to go shortly. So, because I'm old as fuck, and I have to go to sleep early because, I'm old.
Same age as me.
Yeah, well, we're old, okay?
Okay, we're old. Yes. Made your point.
I'm not.
Decrepit.
Well, I just feel old sometimes.
Makeshift porn.
Makeshift porn?
It sounded like Steve said midget porn for some reason.
Oh, no. We're not going down that road. No. Nope, not again. Not again.
Okay. That sounds fun, but, I might have to pass, maybe?
Well, I don't know. Maybe Carissa would like some sexual satisfaction.
Oh my gosh, just read Pussy Farts again.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Alrighty then.
What was it called?
Soapin' in the shower.
Oh, where's the search?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I think
wow,
I have
good.
it.
Finally, it's starting to rain, so y'all go ahead. If I cut out at any point, it's starting to storm down here finally. So just, yes.
All right, I have it. Hold on, I'll send you the link.
Please do. Want to let Carissa hear it before her ears are fried by a lightning strike.
All right, Twitter DMs.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's my favorite. It's really hard. It's really hard to get past that part.
All right, is everyone ready?
I'm ready.
Soaping in the shower. I was soaping in the shower. My right hand held my wood. The shower curtain opened, and beside me there you stood. You were naked as a jaybird. These memorable words I heard you say. It's time for you to eat my pussy, or I'm leaving you today. Needless to say, I was confused. Is there a choice for me? I would love to eat your pussy, and I dropped down to my knee. Your pussy right there in my face. I spread your lips to see. Your clitoris swollen hard and firm, right there in front of me. I flicked it with a tip of tongue, sucked it between my lips. You pushed my head with pleasure to shove it deep between your hips. You spread your legs for access to the chasm hidden there. I sucked it while I plunged my tongue in that hole that has no hair. My fingers moved to spread the lips. I licked you up and down. I felt those good vibrations. You had come with just one round. It was time for no more eating. It was fucking now I chose. I had a hard dick for you to replace my tongue and nose. I stood and bent you over, and I think you lost your mind when I buried my cock fully in your pussy from behind. The sound of wet balls smacking on your ass with cheeks apart. My cock was... My cock was moving rapidly, and I heard your pussy fart. Damn it! You jinxed me. The wetness of the shower brought the noise with every stroke. Had both our faces smiling, there was a fart with every poke. The sound was humor to my ears. I heard the poot, 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 and cooter as the gas came out. My 6-feet semen shooter. The gases finally stripped me. Sometimes farting in the shower is what wet pussy is about. When we were all finished, when our coming was all done, we washed away what had escaped. Now I've written of the fun. Oh, damn you! Damn you. You're evil.
Oh my! That was wonderful.
Ah,
I enjoyed that. Thank you.
you're welcome. Blame Ali. Blame her.
Oh.
Every time. Every time.
To that song without smiling in the first case.
Yes.
That was fucking hilarious. Thank you so much.
Hilarious.
Just that poot and cooter. Oh.
Oh my, that was fucking hilarious. Yeah, I might be laughing for the next 10 minutes, so I needed that. Thank you, honey. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime
You're
you
welcome.
erotic
Thank you.
poetry. Just
That somehow has become a staple of this stream.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure if I'm happy or depressed about it.
Sure. So do you usually do y'all write your own things as well? Can you include that? Or is this just something that you just read aloud from somebody else? So.
This one we read it, but usually it comes from some deep underground poetry site Allie found.
Ooh.
well, of course, if you write your own poetry, Carissa, especially erotic poetry, we'd love to have you on.
Okay. Well, I'll see what I can do about that.
Oh,
It may take me a little while, but I don't know if I can. I can't promise anything, honey. I'm sorry, but I'll see what I can come up with.
excellent.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you're gonna laugh probably, but I'll see. So see what I can do.
Well, that's the idea. That's the whole idea.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Oh,
Thank you
shit.
very much.
You're
She's breaking up with me on Discord as well, the slag. Bitch. Poxy mole.
Mm.
This went somewhere. I'm
I
not sure what.
can't. Carissa, thank you for coming.
Hey,
That was
anytime,
fun.
honey.
Yes.
And thanks
It
for having me.
was. No, I appreciate that, guys. That was fun. Last minute thing. So, thank you
We must do this
very
again.
much. Oh, quite. Yes,
Yes.
of course. Preferably when my son comes back to me tomorrow for my week. So anything when he's not, because he's going to sit there, he's going to want to say hello. No problem, but he's going to ask questions
Yeah,
the
we
whole
could just
time.
take
So.
away his innocence right here and now.
Allie, you want to tell him how protective I am over my boy? No, please don't. Let him have one thing, please.
Just one
But
thing.
you know what? Maybe just don't tell his daddy, honey. Don't tell his daddy.
That didn't take much to convince her.
No. Okay, I'm sorry.
My
No,
cousins
no.
hung out while we've streamed and stuff. It tones down a little bit.
Yeah.
Although granted, my cousin is the person who came up with the name Cuntosaurus Rex. So
that is adorable. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think that was my favorite. It was just, my son being with his innocent mind, even though he is 16 years old, considering that, he's got the mind of a 7 or 8-year-old. He's just now admitting that girls are pretty.
Oh.
we
And
can
he's not getting
always
embarrassed.
tone it down though. Like that's not a problem.
Okay, well, the only thing,
We're
of
not
course, I
unreasonable.
ask, well, yeah, just be patient because it takes him a little while to get his thoughts out. So he's not very,
Oh, we can be very patient.
huh?
We can be very patient. I mean, these guys are willing to tolerate me when I have shitty audio. I'm pretty sure we can tolerate him.
Sure. Well, yeah, he would probably feel really special about that, and that would make me happy too. So, of course, I would cry in the background because that would make me happy.
You know what might be good is we'll see if Jason can get together and we'll do like one of those like game streams where we can play
Yeah.
like something fun.
Okay.
Yeah, and just do like instead of doing like dirty stuff, we'll do like, funny stuff.
Yeah, that might make him a little more social. I think that would help him quite a bit because that's the only thing. He's getting to the point to where he'll come up to you and introduce himself, and so he's got that down pat now. So I'm
Sweet.
excited for him. Oh yeah. It's great. He just told me the other day that his first celebrity crush was the the chick that plays Michonne on The Walking Dead. He said he wants to marry her. So I said, okay, baby, I'll see what I can do, honey. I don't think I can arrange anything, but I'll try. So
Carissa's gonna go out and tie up this woman and give it to her son.
Well,
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, here we go.
We got a big furry white bear.
Yay!
Awesome! Yay!
Oh, good. Carissa, this is Egal Carissa.
Hi, honey. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Fairly decent. Thank you for asking.
She's so
Very.
polite.
I said fairly
We're very
decent.
busy about it.
Yeah. So you're fairly decent as well? That's my smart ass way of saying I'm great. Thank you.
No, I'm just saying you're so polite. Yeah, thank you for asking.
Yes. Well, that's how I was raised.
My internet is terrible. You'll have to forgive me. I kind of struggle to hear what everybody's saying at the moment.
Oh, you go.
Aw.
Oh, it's okay, sweetie. I got to go anyway. Just I've got to get up early to go to work. So, I will. You know, if I have a chance, I'll save y'all some coffee if you need some.
Yes, please.
Drinking coffee,
Yeah.
but thanks anyways.
How do you take it?
Rectally.
Oh, coffee enemas. Those are wonderful. Like
I'm not gonna lie,
yeah.
you knew that was coming.
That's not the first time I've heard that. So,
He does coffee enemas. It helps him cleanse himself. He's a little yogi.
oh,
Okay, here's a question. If the butt gets you more drunk, what happens if you take a coffee in the butt?
it does. You get the same effects. Now, I will say this. When I was getting divorced 11 years ago, my attorney, which just so happened to be the sex crimes prosecutor for Caterpillars at the time, my mom worked for him. That's how we knew. When he was going to law school down in Baton Rouge at LSU, they went out drinking. Okay, all right. Well, he said, well, we didn't get hangovers, and this is how we did it. So we'd go out, have a few beers, go back out to the truck, wherever they were doing, and they would have, saline, to hydrate themselves. Now, a couple of years later, he takes this idea with two chicks, and I don't know why he's telling me this, two chicks in the shower, alcohol enemas. But Jesus Christ, what the fuck were you doing this for? He said, well, I was getting laid by two chicks, and I really didn't want to have a hangover the next day. So they gave each other alcohol enemas in the shower. It's like, wow, this is not exactly what I wanted to hear from my divorce attorney. So should I go next door? Or, it was gross. But apparently you get all the effects without any of the negative effects. You get all the positive, just none of the negative.
And instead of puking, you just shit yourself.
Yep.
It's a possibility, but he had two chicks in the shower, so whatever.
Die of that because you meet the alcohol concentration limit too quickly.
Yeah. Wow.
I
don't think I'd do it.
No, I definitely wouldn't. I can't see how that would be efficient, considering that part of your digestive system is not known for absorbing the most. It's your it's your small intestine that does the most of the work.
Right.
What, you gotta get enough in there where it gets up your butt?
I don't know, but how do you do somebody when you're having alcohol just like pushed up your butt? And I mean, how is that erotic? How is that anywhere near erotic though? How does that happen? Shit, it's making my blood clench just thinking about it. That is just gross.
It's a whole new meaning to the term squirter.
There it is. There it is. That's wonderful.
Well, the gal's the expert on.
The fuck did I come in on?
Oh, the good part, honey.
Same as you usually do whenever Seeps and I are involved.
Now I remember why I don't come on these things. All right, fair enough.
It's us. We're gross. Sorry.
I don't have
apologies.
Y'all are great, and I love it. So, this is the good adult conversation I get to have. It's nice.
Actually, like one of the more tame streams.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being so gentle on my first time, honey. I do appreciate it. So, thanks to all of you guys. Y'all are fun.
Aw.
Next time,
I'm glad
harder.
I finally got to hang out with you.
Yeah, I know. It's been,
Me too.
you know, yay! All right.
Finally, it's happened to me. Sorry.
Oh, you're not gonna finish that?
No,
I'll wait.
I never get to finish.
Hey, you poor thing.
He's
How
quick.
could
You
you?
know.
Oh.
Doesn't let her sleep.
He acts like he's so abused.
I am.
Well, you two are definitely entertaining, and I love it.
I just posted maps on how you can get to Jersey from where I used to live in New York. Yeah.
I'll come visit you up there.
Jersey.
I won't be there. I'm in Florida now.
Well, then I'll come to Florida.
Yeah, come to Orlando.
That'd be great. I'd love to go there. So anything to get me
Yeah, I'll
away
definitely
from.
go in there New Year.
Oh,
Sometime in the New Year.
Yes. And he's
Meet
gonna
up.
let me know.
Meet up. Everyone,
Hell
get
yeah.
together for a meetup.
Got people to us.
Yes.
oh my God.
We will
Well,
do this
I'm
thing,
gonna go ahead
and I will try very hard to coordinate people in the area.
I've been there once.
It's
was
all
fun.
right.
Mm-hmm. It's I was still married at the time, but it was fun though. We had a good time. We were on our way to Aruba. It was the first time I ever actually went out of the country, and we got stuck for about 3 or 4 hours. So it was neat. Drove around for a little while. It was fun.
Nice.
Yeah. So, all right. I got to go, guys. I'm going to go to bed and be old.
No.
Yes.
Well, have fun
That's fair.
tomorrow. Have a good day tomorrow.
Oh, I will. And you too. Love you guys. Thank you so
We're
much.
probably gonna give her a
Take care.
workout before she goes to bed, though.
What now, honey?
And give you a workout before you go to bed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think after all this wonderful talk and how excited I got, I think I'm just going to pull out my Batman Lego set and put together something like that to get my mind off of all this wonderful tension here.
Legos are so cool. That was like one of the first conversations we had was about the Lego tape. I was like,
That's
"There's
right.
Lego tape."
I know, and I told my nephew about it. I said, "Logan, you're not going to believe this." He said, "What, sister?" I said, "Baby, they got Lego tape." He said, "Oh my God, my whole room will be Legos." I said, "I know, baby. I know." It was fun. So thank you. And he was very
You're
grateful,
welcome.
and I wouldn't have known about it if it wasn't for you, honey. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Love you.
Love you too.
All right. Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Have a
Bye,
good
honeys.
one.
Bye.
So,
Hi.
No, I freaking love her. She's so cool.
She is.
she was nice. So, apparently someone asked a question in the chat. Asking for a woman's phone number can be seen as sexual harassment in which you are asking for consent. Do you think that will hurt the word and what it means? A question in the chat that had nothing to do with beer enemas, but
What? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Because you're asking for their phone number. They can say no. Like, you're allowed to say no. And here's the thing, like,
you can't say shit anymore. Like you can't literally go up and talk first, period, without consent.
it's ridiculous.
It is.
Ridiculous. And then it's like this stupid girl, I'm not even gonna call her a woman, stupid girl on Twitter who's like, if you're a man and you're in a woman's space or some bullshit, then, it's not because we're consenting to let you there. It's because we're afraid to say no. Hi, have you met me? I am 5'1" and I am a cannonball. If you're anywhere near me and I don't want you to be, you will be gone. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand what the mentality is there. Like, I can guarantee you that it has nothing to do with size. I'm fucking tiny. And like, if somebody comes into my space and is like, I don't want them there, I'm like, go away. I'm not afraid to say no. And she's, it's like, we don't want to have the conversation about it's sexist. Well, it is sexist to ban a sex from something. But
Yeah.
I mean,
So you get into the whole retarded conversation because it's fucking stupid.
it is fucking stupid.
I'm just glad I didn't ask for Ali's number. She probably would have kicked me in the nuts.
She would kick you in the nuts either way.
Nah,
Yeah.
you can't reach that high. Come on.
Well, they don't exactly hang low. So.
Yeah, it'd just be the headbutt, probably. Just go with that. And while I'm down there.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Why
yes.
Seeps has blue balls.
Yeah, you can tell. It's hard. It's hard. So hard. So very, very hard.
You should do something about that.
Why we went to talk about something stupid with feminism to this?
I mean, feminists are the worst. Like, they are the worst possible example of double standard in the world. They they want all the rights and all the privileges, but they also want to take away all the rights and all the privileges from another group. And they're
all the social justice warriors is, okay, you guys all had your turn, now it's our turn. And that's applicable to all of them. Like BLM, like, okay, once upon a time we were slaves, so now it's our turn to be the masters, and you are the ones who have to be oppressed because it's an eye for an eye. And feminists are identical in that regard because, men have been the patriarchy. So the only way to solve a patriarchy is to have a matriarchy. And if you take one look at Sweden, you can see that doesn't fucking work either. The only thing that does work is when you have both of them and they're equal, like we have right now.
It annoys me to no end that, like, you'll have all of these feminists out there that are like, okay, let's build up women. Let's talk about how we're going to build up all these women and we're going to make them feel smart and sexy and beautiful and great and wonderful. And then I come along, right? And I am smart and sexy and beautiful, and I don't share the same opinion. Right? So if Tess Holliday can be smart and sexy and beautiful, I can for sure. So, and then I don't share the same opinion. I'm like, I think everybody has a right to have a voice, and if a man has an opinion, then they should be able to say it. And if that man has an opinion on a women's issue, then they should have that opinion. I have opinions on men's issues, and I'm allowed to have that. So what's the difference? And the first thing that they say, oh, you're so wrong, sweetheart. You need to sit down and shut up because you do not speak for women. And I'm like, no, I speak for myself. Well, you're not good at being a woman, so you need to shut up. And I'm like, I'm better at being a woman than you. Guaranteed. I spend way more time in the kitchen and a whole hell of a lot more time on my knees. So just hang tight there.
See? This is why.
You enjoy your loneliness and your cats.
Oh, yeah.
To be fair, you have cats too.
Yeah, but I'm not lonely. I got an abo.
Yeah, you got that abo. To oppress.
It's
I
totally
believe you're
okay.
going to say something now.
What?
You're going to say something.
No, he's good.
Okay.
But yeah,
difficulties.
That's just my big problem with feminism is, if you're gonna say, like, we want to hear all women's voices. That's my favorite thing. We want to hear all women's voices and all women's opinions. And I'm like, okay, well, the idea that you want to get rid of men entirely sucks. They're like, your opinion doesn't matter. You're invalid. You're not a real woman. And I'm like, the fuck?
Yeah,
I'm looking between my legs and I'm seeing those things on my chest, and they look a whole lot hardier than yours. So if we're gonna go by measurements, I'm about to say you don't look like a woman, ma'am.
Oh, Alia's old woman.
Yeah, clearly they are the worst.
It's because they'll shut up people in their own group. Like,
Didn't Chrissy Ossity like tell Tim to shut up in a hangout once?
yeah, because he's a man. How dare he speak? But she's also so stupid. Like, she couldn't even explain. She's so
Holy
stupid. She
fuck.
called me stupid, and she couldn't explain why I was stupid.
I've only really
Didn't
had like
Willie
one conversation with her, and she is fucking retarded.
Yeah, she is. Her,
Let's be honest, in that relationship, Christy Winters has all the brain power.
And that's not saying much.
yeah, not really. I just think it's so. I think it's so funny. She got so upset over that fisty splinters thing that she like can't even stand like even looking at Bering. Like the little avatar makes her so upset. She gets physically ill.
Oh shit! That reminds me. I have a song to write or to perform
about
Fisty.
fisty splinters.
Well,
Nice.
about Christy Winters, but Fisty is mentioned in there at some point.
So much.
I just like I don't know. I
never mind.
see being that upset. Like, I mean, people say mean things to me all the time. I just blow it off. I don't know. The feminists are supposedly the strong women, right? Like, I'm a feminist. I'm so strong. I'm such a strong woman, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, okay.
The girls that got bullied. These were the girls that weren't the mean girls in high school, so they're trying to make up for that.
No, most of them were. That's the thing.
Yeah,
they're just continuing on the trend. That's why I oppose social justice as a whole, because they're all middle class kids. All middle class kids were the fucking bullies because they're all spoiled brats.
Basically.
To be fair, the alt-right is much better.
To be honest,
I'm not on your fucking side either. So
yeah, no, I don't think anybody likes the alt-right. They're as pain in the ass as anybody else.
1488, motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry, Deeps is a Nazi. I apologize for him and for enabling it.
You enable me on a
God, you're
regular basis.
literally Trump.
I am literally Trump.
How long is it before Trump is worse than Hitler in their eyes?
It's
already is, isn't he?
He already is.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, fuck. Everything he does is going to result in fucking millions of people dying. These people are so hyperbolic, it's ridiculous.
I think that's the funniest thing. Donald Trump eats a hamburger and they're like, 20 million people just died.
Pretty much.
Like, what? He had 2 scoops of ice cream.
What the fuck was with CNN and covered him drinking Coke? How fucking slow is your news day that you have to cover him drinking Diet Coke? Is him having 12 Diet Cokes a day a problem? That's a fuck.
I mean,
it's like early on when he went ketchup on a steak. Fuck off. He can eat it however he wants.
Right? It's his steak. He's not asking you to eat it that way. He's not mandating that everyone in America puts ketchup on their steak.
Well,
as long as you don't start eating
sauce on his ketchup with
fine.
Sorry, tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce. That's fucking tomato sauce.
Ugh. I have no idea or concept of like, I mean, look, I wasn't a big fan of Obama. I opposed a lot of his policies and I thought they were bad for our country. But the fact of the matter was, he was my president. I wasn't going to kill myself over it. I certainly wasn't going to cry about it. So like, I don't understand it at all.
He was a shyster from the start.
Well, yeah, he comes from Chicago.
Well, no, it was all his campaigning. Like all the shit that I saw, it was all like plagiarized lyrics and shit. It was all like just to get the youth vote. And I saw the same shit with Joe. He went for the youth vote. Got in.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I think the problem with the 2 candidates, I mean, yes, we ran third-party candidates as well, but like first of all, the Libertarian Convention, they're throwing literal punches. So it's like everybody's laughing at you anyway. And there you are doing what you do. Like, that was ridiculous. And then you got the two candidates that they actually put up, which is
The worst one.
Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. And Donald Trump is an asshole, but he's quotable. I mean, like, anything the guy says, everybody's like, he's funny as fuck because he's an asshole. I voted for Donald Trump because he's an asshole. I didn't vote for Donald Trump because I was like, he's going to make the greatest president. I was like, this guy's an asshole. So I think...
It's all your fault. You were that one vote that could have swayed it.
Right?
Should have went for vagina. Why didn't you vote for vagina?
Yeah, because she's a bitch. I had a problem with her.
Are we actually sure?
Yeah, her whole fucking platform was vote for vagina. Any vagina. It doesn't matter how corrupt or awful.
Outside that, like, she literally ran a commercial on the platform of taxing the middle class. Like, I don't know how people fucking missed that, but, like, here you have Hillary Clinton's commercial, and she's like, we're going to tax the middle class, and all these people are like, yeah, and I'm like, what?
Wait, what?
You never tax the middle. There's always tax cuts for the middle class, because that's your bread and butter. And you're telling them that you're gonna tax the middle class, and you expect the middle class to vote for you? What?
Let's face it,
we're gonna charge you guys a lot of money because you're the problem, Middle America. What? So, like, even the points that she made in her campaign were just stupid, and she's not likable. Like, I was like, if we have Hillary Clinton in office, everyone's gonna bomb us because she's just weak and not likable.
The first thing she was gonna do was put America to fucking war with Russia.
Yep.
And people are like okay with that, and then suddenly afterwards, everybody's like Russia this, Russia that. Like, they can't fucking shut up about Russia. And like I don't think Russia's that good.
I think the funniest thing about that is all the digging that they did into Russia to find out that, like, the people who were screaming about how we need to dig into it were all the people who had something to do with it. And then they're like, well, I mean, and I'm like, if you're gonna do something fucked up, don't then go around and make a big deal about the thing that you fucked up. Like, just let it happen. Be like, ooh, that didn't work out. Let's see if we can find something else. You literally put yourselves on blast. Like, what? And these are the people who were like, yeah, we wanted them to run our country because Hillary Clinton's a woman. The same people who literally put themselves on blast. It's like, what?
My favorite ones like George Takei, where, like, their poll doesn't go right, and it's like, it's Russia. It's Russia doing this. And, that was a allegation. He's like, it's trending on Twitter because of Russian bots.
Oh, yeah. George Takei is so stupid, too. Like, he's another one. Like, I think it's funny that he's like...
And he's still famous. It's like, God damn.
He's been so mad at William Shatner for forever. He's like, he stole all the airtime. And I'm like, yeah, he was the captain.
No, he was a dick on it, though. He, like, apparently would, like, go over the script, and if anybody had, like, one additional more line than him, it would get changed. Like, he had to have the most lines in every episode. Like, just between him and Nimoy.
I love William Shatner, and that makes me love him even more. I have a thing for assholes.
Which is why she's with me.
That's why I voted Donald Trump. Yeah, that's why I'm with you. Hey. I think that's hysterical.
At least he's open about being an asshole, though. Shatner.
Oh, yeah.
Good point.
And, I mean, and so is Donald Trump. Like, you knew what you were getting when he decided to run for president, and everybody's making fun of him. They're like, oh, he'll never win, he'll never win, he'll never win. And I'm like, you do realize that this guy, like, all he does is live to win. Like, that's what he does. Like he just.
Yeah, that's why I thought he'd be good for America, because the guy knows how to come out on top. And I mean, everybody ignored the economic side of that election, especially with the debt ceiling. Obama pushed the fucking debt ceiling higher, and it was like maxed out. Nobody talked about that during the election, and that was all that was on my mind. It's like, hey man, you guys are about to go bankrupt. You want someone who knows how to come out on top of a bankruptcy. That's Trump.
It had a lot to do with my decision making, actually. And I joke about it because I'm like, I voted for him because he's an asshole. But like at the end of the day, like he did lower the debt. Like he is, creating a lot more headway.
He's far more qualified than people give him credit for.
Oh yeah. And the thing is he picks the people. And like if you look at the way that you run a business, right? So you're the CEO. You're not the best person to be in charge of IT, say. So you hire the best person that applies for the job and you put them in that position. And if you look at his cabinet and the things that he's doing and the moves that he's trying to make and what he's trying to do, he's taking the people that he knows can fit the role and do a good job. The fact that a lot of those people are getting maligned by the media is unfortunate. But if you really look at, even Neil Gorsuch, like they made such a big deal about it, and he was a bipartisan nom. That was something that, I think Obama had already thought about nominating him, and they were ripping this guy a new asshole. And you're like, okay, but he felt like he was the best one for the job. And the guy got up there and answered the questions.
Trump has done that Obama did, and people are like coming down on Trump for it, but completely ignore that Obama did the same thing.
Yep.
And it's like
the Muslim ban.
Even just naming the capital of Israel, Jerusalem. Like Bush did that, Obama did that.
Mm-hmm.
So why are you coming down on Trump?
This just seems to be the first president that followed through with that.
Oh, I agree with that, but the fact was that they had acknowledged it, and they said they were going to move the capital there, but they didn't do it.
Right.
So they're pissed that he followed through with it. Like, really? Oh, the anti-Semitism these days is fucking unreal.
Hitler would be proud.
Wouldn't he?
So am I.
Projection's off the charts. That's why they're all going around calling everybody Nazis, because they're fucking Nazis. That's right, I said it.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if you look at the quote-unquote white allies of the Black Lives Matter movement, they get up there and they're like, I have to speak for these people because they don't have a voice. And I'm like, hold on. You just marginalized someone. Like, not in the way that I maybe marginalize people day by day, but you just literally said that this person's voice is not as valued as mine.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you said.
On interviews on TV talk shows and shit, and said they don't have a voice. How funny is that?
Right.
Fucking hell.
Well, and the thing is like something like that, I would never think to say. Like, I don't know how many times people are like, "Oh, you're a racist," and I'm like, okay, but I would never think to say like somebody's opinion or somebody's feelings are less valid than my opinion or my feelings about the way that I've been treated or the reality of how I've been treated or how they've been treated is less valid because their skin color is different and that I need to talk for them. Like, do they not have words? Is that not a thing? Like, did everyone who has darker skin get their tongues ripped out of their heads or something? Like, I don't understand. Like,
probably.
I think I did.
Pour it all out so that
marginalized.
they can.
Are you marginalized? I'll talk for you.
Oh, please do.
Marginalized. I know how to use ruled paper.
Save the arrows.
I'll just
Save the cocktail carrot.
While Ali goes on a rant.
Yeah, I brought Seeps onto the Kumite because I was gonna have him was gonna have him talk, and then I ended up doing all the talking, and I accidentally marginalized a person of color. I'm sorry.
Was that what that whole Tevin thing?
You'll have to make it up for me.
Was that
I'll
the
make it up
Tevin
to you,
thing?
I promise.
When this happened?
Yeah.
What?
With the whole Tevin thing, or is this something that you're referring to?
Yeah, no, this is the Tevin thing. So the
His Twitter
plan
account is
initially was to just go on there and ignore him, but then Hitsu wanted to get on, so she got on first and kind of spoiled that little plan, because Tonka DM'd us in the morning, and he's like, hey, this dude who I don't know wants to get on, but failure set this thing up, and I was just like, I don't fucking want to deal with this. And then we kind of discussed it, and I was like, it'd just be really funny if the two of us got on and like just ignored him and like talked around him about stupid shit. And that would probably make him like freak out, because he just wants to be relevant, like so hardcore. And
That's what
then Hitsu wanted to talk, so she got on, and we had to reevaluate our plan. And so what ended up happening was, like, on the fly, I just went complete pit bull and just walked into it, and I was like, hey, motherfucker, I'm here, what do you want? Like,
Yep.
shut up, Allie, I gotta tell my story. You had 5 minutes to tell your story where nobody was here. You can shut up now, thanks. Like, whatever.
Well, his Twitter account is gone, so he won't be doing too much for a while.
I can't wait until he resurrects himself and comes back.
I think I've had enough roboting for this one evening. Thanks for having me on, though. Fuck, this internet
Thanks for
sucks.
popping by, Ego.
Big bear hugs. We need them.
Big bear hugs, buddy.
Yeah.
All right.
See you, man. Oh, he doesn't even say bye to me.
Aw.
Cunt.
He said bye to everybody. You were just tardy to the party. Yeah, but I don't know. Like, I feel like he'll just resurrect himself and come back as this, like, I'm gonna tell everybody how great I am, and I'm this nice guy, and all this, and these people are just making shit up with me, and blah blah blah. Like,
Well, you know what?
whatever.
I wouldn't have an issue with that if he had just backed off the last time.
Nobody would have had an issue with him if he had backed off in the first place. Like,
Yeah.
which I think is what he didn't understand, was like, he just has to be relevant. Like, and the funniest thing was everybody in the chat who's like, who the fuck is this guy? Hey, Allie. And I'm like, what's up? I'm like, you don't. He keeps telling everyone how important he is and how much clout he has, and like, nobody there knows you, buddy. And like, your tiny little channel, yeah, my tiny little channel, but somehow everybody in chat knows who I am, and nobody knows who the fuck you are. So okay.
You know what? Like, he kept giving me the atheist gamer vibe, like this little kid who can't understand what the heck he did wrong, but he's still going at it.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be a good comparison.
Yeah, he's just
Except
weird.
at least the atheist gamer was tolerable, and at least, like, what was going on. He just had no idea how to handle it, it seemed.
None whatsoever. He got thoroughly reamed.
He needed it.
Yeah. I also got the little idea in my head where Allie's like the type of mistress who doesn't let her slaves come for some reason during that stream.
Sometimes. That's actually very accurate.
It's like, he won't let me finish. It's like what came out of his mouth, and that's like the first thing my mind went to.
You've been around Ali too long.
Yeah. I never let
I have.
anybody finish. But I mean, like, the whole thing was ridiculous. Like, I'm like, you had so much time by yourself while I'm sitting in chat chomping at the bit, like, let me get in there and stop this asshole from saying whatever he's saying. He's like, she just went total autist and like freaked out, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I did not. Like, that's not what happened. And over 5 minutes, all he talked about was how I went crazy and how I'm a lunatic. And I had to sit there and listen to him. I get on to talk, and he's like, you won't let me tell my story. Why won't you let me tell my story? I need to tell my... You should have told your story before. Did you forget that there were all these other parts to the story that you just kept
And have you
making
noticed
yourself
how,
look like more and more of a creep?
And every now and then, like, little things would come up that were like contradictions from each other.
He can't remember because he's drunk. And then his whole thing is like, he's like, I'm not a drunk. And I'm like, you're only drunk when you're on the internet, and you're only on the internet every day. So yeah, I mean, definitely not a drunk.
Or at the very least, you only do bad things when you're drunk. So maybe it's not alcohol, but some like one of those Jekyll and Hyde potions.
He's so, God. It's just like ridiculous. The whole thing was ridiculous. It was so stupid. But it kind of like cracked me up though. Like the entire time. I just was like, what? And I'll tell you what, I think the reason that he didn't want to go on the stream, or that he wanted to go on the stream so bad, is because I kept telling him no. And the reason that I kept telling him no had nothing to do with the fact that I was afraid of him or that I cared or whatever. It wasn't important to me. I didn't care.
Oh.
You know, like, because I think, who was it? Politipod asked me to be on his channel, and that little fat fuck, he's like, you're irrelevant. You're irrelevant, not me. You only have 160 subs, and I have 900 something. Meanwhile, he's had Sargon on his channel, so it's like, if Sargon came to your channel and you only have 900 subs, like, womp womp. Not only that, but you're calling me irrelevant, and you're the one who's asking me to do something for you. Like, yeah. You came to me. I didn't go to you and be like, can I be on your stream? And then you were like, no. And I was like, you're irrelevant anyway. You came to me, and I called you irrelevant. I was like, you're irrelevant to me. And he's like, I'm not irrelevant, and starts talking about the size of his channel. And then everyone's like, didn't you have Sargon on? And I was like, that's funny. Like, you had all this help, and nobody helped me with my whatever 180 subs or whatever I have on there, which is awesome. I love all those guys and girls and whoever. Yay!
Yay!
And I love you very much.
And
but like, I mean, and then we're talking about size of things, and like my Twitter is like 4 times the size of his or some shit. I'm like, what are you even talking about? Like, lunatic. What's wrong with you? And then Tonka got on because somebody's like, oh, this should be a kumite. And I was just like, that's fucking stupid. And Tonka got on. I was like, you guys want to talk it out? And I was like, no, thanks, Tonka. And he's like, okay. He's like, but the offer's on the table. So I think that Tevin just wanted to like do it because he thought I was afraid to do it and that he was gonna like run train on me. And I'm like, you just don't know me at all, guy. Like, you don't, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, the internet is like my fun space where I fuck with people. It's not anything I take home with me or that I care about. You know, I have my friends who I care about on the internet, but like, as far as this little drama and piddly shit, like, there's nothing I can do about that. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, somebody said that I looked like a triangle-headed alien. I'm gonna go home and cry myself to sleep. I don't care. I just don't. You know, and like, see, so then Tonka gets in the DMs, and I fucking love Tonka anyway, but he gets in the DMs, and he's like, this is happening. The first thing I did was blow him off. I was like, nope. And then thought about it all day, and I'm like, you know what? If this little shit's gonna get on there, let's just get on there and make him go crazy, you know? Which I did anyways, because he like lost his mind at the end of that. He's like, I'm talking, and he's like, if you don't shut up, then I'm gonna release these DMs with all these people's information. And I'm like, that's the shit I was talking about. See? I'm not a doxer. I'm not a doxer. And now you're mad, so you're gonna dox people. Not me. You're not gonna dox me. You're gonna dox other people on account of me opening my mouth. Like, okay, yeah, you're not a doxer, Devin. You're totally normal. Like, which I never even accused him of being a doxer. I accused him of low-key threatening to dox people, which he did.
Mm-hmm.
And then he did again on stream. So like, if you want to continue to prove me right, like, you know, that's fine. You can. I love it when people prove me right because I fucking hate being wrong, and it doesn't happen very often. And when it does, I get real upset about it. So like, the more that someone like that can prove me right, the happier that I am. So like, the only thing he succeeded in doing is make me feel like a fucking winner.
And then there's that whole thing where like he only lasted 3 days and he went back after Lexi.
Yeah, I don't think that's very public.
Oh.
But that's okay.
Anyways. Is there anything for Tevin to talk about? Should we be more specific? But
yeah.
I think I tweeted at him. I tweeted something about Tonka's stream or something. I don't know. I tweet so much.
Let's see. Problem. We need to give you an intervention, I think.
Yeah.
Mark's asking, is Ali causing drama again?
Not yet. Find me another bitch to take care of. I'll do it. It's like, I don't think people realize how fun that is for me sometimes. Like, I was talking to somebody in my DMs who was like, that was hilarious. And I'm like, honestly, it's been a really long time since I've been able to publicly dress someone down like that. Like, it feels awesome. At least
since August.
I mean, I never actually got to speak with her.
No.
Because she deleted her social media and she was so butthurt and afraid of me that she still has me blocked. Like, okay. But like, yeah, so, I mean, that little one. What? Oh, I'm talking about Buttercup right now.
I know, I was just referring to her. Maybe I could trick her to coming on.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. She'll be like, oh, it's you. Ah! Everybody will have to like rip their earphones out of their heads because she's psychotic. But like, no, like what happened with that, you know, is what it is. She's like, I had a bad day at work. So basically all she did is like go around, tell everybody that I was a bitch and I made her cry and that I was attacking her personally. She like made a big deal about me telling her not to show her tits. She's like, they just want to morality police me and they don't want me to show my boobs, and all these people are like, we love your boobs. And I'm like, that's not what I said. What I said is, please get your tits out of my face because I don't like them. They look like mushrooms. That's like, that's not like, I didn't say don't show your tits to everyone. I said, please get them out of my face because I'm throwing 20s and you're throwing 2s. Like, I like my tits. They're great. Your tits look like mushrooms. That's all I said. You fucking freak out. Oh, you're morality policing me. No, I'm not. I'm just asking you to please not put those gross tits in my face. That's all it is. That's not a morality police. That's just me asking kindly, ma'am, get your saddlebags and your sloppers out of my face. That's all. I mean, I don't find anything wrong with that. You know, I don't have to look at her boobs, and I don't have to think her boobs are great. It's my opinion. It's objective. So, I mean, where this whole, like, she's up on her high horse. Oh, everybody's trying to morality police me. She doesn't want me to do my titty streams. Like, I don't care if you do your titty streams. Just don't do them in front of me. Like, I'm not going to your channel because I don't want to see it. I don't find you particularly attractive or funny or interesting. So there's no reason for me to go there. But, you know, you do pop on my threads and put your tits in my face quite a bit. Could you refrain? Like, that didn't have to do with, like, if you want to show them to the world, do it. Just don't tweet them directly at me. Because it's like staring into the sun. Starting to go blind. It sucks. So, yeah, but she just basically cried about that for, I don't know, what has it been, since August, and she's still crying about it. So, I don't know, few months, 4 months, something like that. But she's like, I just wanted to start drama to be popular. And I'm like, it didn't work for you. So, you know, kudos. Like, nobody cared. Like, I don't know. Like, it was really stupid, but all right. But she reacted poorly to a Filthy Frank song. So she made a joke about killing threads. Like, she's like, every time I'm on Twitter, I always kill threads. Ah ha ha. And so I posted a Filthy Frank, shut the fuck up. And she's like, like, the way that I read it, the way that I read it is like very upset and entitled. Excuse me? Are you talking to me? And I was like, yep, but it was a joke. And then I posted a Batman shrugging gif. And she's like, okay, I can see where I'm not wanted. I'm going to pack up my stuff and I'm going to leave. And I was like, bye, Felicia. And I posted the Mary Poppins flying away gif. And then she's like, I would tell you to choke on dicks, but you'd probably like it. And then I started lighting her up and she blocked me. And I was like, whatever. And then for the next, like, forever, she just cries about how I'm the morality police. Because I've ever told anybody what they can and can't do with their body. The only request that I had of her was that she get those gross fucking mushroom tits out of my face. Like, other than that. I'm sorry?
Them.
Can you repeat that? I couldn't hear you.
You'd probably tell someone not to do something that would harm them, but that would probably be it.
I mean, if they really want to, you know. I'll try to talk him down, maybe. But, like, I don't know. Like, so she's just a weirdo. But, yeah, so that whole situation, whatever. But she freaked out and deleted her media because apparently I'm morality policing her. But then the plan was always to delete it anyways because she had a community guidelines strike and, you know, she got rid of her Twitter because she needed a break or whatever, and she's back now, so she's back, so that's good. And I was like, who fucking cares? Like, did anybody notice that she was back?
No. Well, I have her followed on Twitter, but
yeah,
it doesn't.
I mean,
it's
like,
very thoughty.
Yeah,
quite thoughty.
That's what she does. And I think I made a mention of her lipstick because she likes this brown lipstick and it looks like she's been just putting her lips on someone's asshole. And so like, I called her shit lips or something. Like, she got so mad. And I'm like, that was the first thing that I said to her, I think, was something about, you know, I don't want to see your gross boobs and like I don't want to see your shit lips. And like she's like, oh, blah blah blah, and freaked out. And I'm like, well, I mean, you're using brown lipstick and it like legitimately looks like poop. It looks like you took a big poopsicle and just put it all over your lips. I mean, it's just not a color for you, and you should take that to heart. And you know, if you really like it, you know, use it. But I'm just, you know, you look like you rub poo on your lips. So
She has a poo dildo.
yeah, she probably does. She's like, I like chocolate pudding. Like, we can tell.
We noticed.
But like, I mean, you know, if that kind of stuff is gonna bother you, and you put in your bio that you're a shitlord, like, I didn't know that shitlord meant that you had a fetish for putting shit on your lips. I thought you meant, you know, like the traditional term. Like, I can't know that. I'm not involved in her personal life. I didn't know that to her, shitlord was like someone who rubbed shit on their lips. I thought it was, you know, like what it is to everyone else, you know, people who post memes and say nasty shit to people. Like, I don't know. Apparently.
The occasional dump on someone's yard.
I mean, only when I'm drunk, but sometimes you just got to. There's no other solution.
When the USA kicks
But yeah, I
in.
mean, yeah, you just got to.
Mm.
Then they're like, "Why is there blood and poop all over my lawn?" I don't know.
Well, this
Yeah,
stream
but I mean, like,
interesting
there's
talk.
like a ton of things I'd like to say to her, but she'll never say anything because she's just fucking so afraid of me. So, I'll just say them out loud now because I don't really give a fuck. But yeah, so this is the second person that I've run off of a social media platform. I'm pretty proud of that. So I've only really gone after 2 people in my career, and so far I'm 2 for 2. So I don't know if the resurrection counts like as a kill, but it definitely counts as a hit. So I will count that as target acquired, target hit. But she did bounce back. So after a brief stay in the hospital, she's back, but she is at limited capacity. So, there you go. That's how I'm rating it. So far, this one is a kill. We'll see if he comes back. He still has his like secondary account that he used to like troll me or whatever. I love how he says. I love how he says that he used it to troll me, but like all he did was ask to come back, and I told him to go away. And he's like, I just used it to troll her, man. I just was trolling her, and like that was not a good troll because all I did was go away. You're annoying. So troll better. That was the other part of that stream that I didn't get. Once he's like, oh, now all this stuff happened and I'm going to be a real troll now, and then nothing happened. I'm like, you literally said nothing that I would consider to even be remotely close to that at all. Like, meh. Try harder? Like, I don't know. Maybe take some chirping lessons. Like, I don't know what to tell anyone. I got my whole irrelevant quote from so it was a hockey game. And the New York Rangers are playing the Philadelphia Flyers, and they're like huge division rivals. And the star on the Philadelphia Flyers was trying to get one of the goons, like he's not really like, he's like a 4th liner, so like he goes out every now and then to fight him. And the goon who's out there, maybe a couple of minutes a period, whatever, versus this guy who is out there all the time, it just looks at him and he goes, why am I going to fight you? What do you want me to fight you for? You're insignificant to me. You're irrelevant out there. You're totally irrelevant. Why am I going to fight you? This guy was on the cover of one of the NHL games that this goon is now telling is irrelevant. And the guy got so pissed. Like, he got so mad. He's like, who is this guy? Oh, bye, Buzz. Who is this guy telling me I'm irrelevant? Da, 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 da. And I was like, anytime I ever get into an argument with someone, I'm just going to call them irrelevant. Like, it's the best insult ever. Because the only time that anyone's really trying to take a run at you is because they want to be relevant to someone, So like, I was just like, that's like the greatest insult. So I just took that, and those are the 2 words that I use: irrelevant and insignificant. And people flip out. Like, even that guy Politipod, he flipped out and recorded himself talking about how like his channel was so much better than mine. And I'm just like, all I said to you was you're irrelevant. Like, but those are the 2 best words for any time you're in conflict with anyone ever. So there you go. Notes.
I'm sorry, I'm not really paying attention.
You missed the most important piece of advice I probably ever gave anyone, ever.
So something very relevant.
Yeah. It's okay. So the 2 words, when you want to crush someone, the 2 words you use are irrelevant and insignificant, and they will be crushed. Like, they lose it. the minute that you say it, they lose it, because everybody has some kind of like an ego. And like, here's the thing about me, I don't really care if I'm relevant. Like, so like, if you're in a fight with me and you're like, you're irrelevant, I'm probably just gonna laugh at you and be like, you're right. Like, because it doesn't really faze me, because I'm a fourth liner, right? So like, I'm a small fry, like nobody cares, and I just go about my day and do what I do. But like, for people who really want to like be relevant and try, like, the best thing you can do is just, you're totally irrelevant. You're an insignificant person. And they lose their fucking mind. Like, if you want to win an argument and just prove that someone's an asshole, just walk into it and go, you're irrelevant. And they just go nuts.
Well, it works.
Yeah, I know.
That's true.
That's my favorite thing from that entire series. And that's why he was my favorite player while he was on the team. I was like, this guy he has all the chirps, like the best chirps. And then he'd go beat the shit out of them. So you're like, that game he actually scored 2 goals. So he I think he scored 2 goals his entire career. So he calls this dude irrelevant, and then goes out and scores 2 goals and wins the game. I was like, I fucking love this guy. He's the best. That's chirp goals.
So, I honestly have nothing to add to this, and I think we've been going on for about 2 hours now. Anything you
on a random stream?
Yes. So, anything else you guys want to talk about?
No.
I don't think I'm ready for bed, actually. It's 5 in the morning.
Oh, gonna leave me at work by myself.
Right,
Always.
well, in
I
that
know.
case, everyone in the chat, which I'm pretty sure is us three, thank you for watching. Random freak stream. Don't think this means there's no stream tomorrow. I still have it planned. Yeah, but I'll work on it. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day, and I have nothing else.
Alrighty
And
then.
apparently, Ali's muted herself.